Hello everyone. Today we have a special story for you. It is about a mysterious experiment, the secrets of the human mind, and a journey that will keep you guessing until the end. Are you ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Invitation. One sunny afternoon, I received a strange letter in the mail. The envelope was plain, but inside was an invitation to participate in a psychology experiment. The letter said, "Do you want to understand the secrets of your mind? Join us for a unique experiment that will change the way you think forever." At the bottom of the letter was an address and a date. I was curious. I had always been fascinated by how the human mind works, so I decided to go. When I arrived at the address, one found a large old building. The sign outside read Institute of Human Psychology. I took a deep breath and walked inside. Little did I know this was the beginning of a journey that would challenge everything I thought I knew about myself. Chapter 2: The First Test. Inside the building, I was greeted by a scientist named Drive Evans. She explained that the experiment would test different aspects of human psychology, such as memory, fear, and decision-making. The first test was about memory. I was shown a series of images and asked to remember them. Then I was taken to another room and asked to recall what I had seen. At first, it seemed easy, but then Drive Evans asked me about details I hadn't noticed. What color was the hat in the third image? She asked. I couldn't remember. Interesting, she said, writing something down. The human mind often focuses on the big picture but misses the details. I felt a little frustrated, but also intrigued. What would the next test be? Chapter 3: The Fear Room. The next test was about fear. I was taken to a dark room with a single chair in the center. Dr. Evans told me to sit down and put on a pair of virtual reality goggles. As soon as I put them on, I found myself standing on the edge of a tall building. My heart raced as I looked down. Even though I knew it wasn't real, my body reacted as if it were. This test measures how your mind reacts to fear, Dr. Evans explained. Your body doesn't know the difference between real and imagined danger. I felt my hands shaking as I tried to calm myself down. What other fears would this experiment uncover? Chapter 4: The Mirror of Memories. After the fear test, I was taken to a room with a large mirror. Dr. Evans asked me to look into it and describe what I saw. At first, I saw my reflection, but then something strange happened. The reflection started to change. I saw myself as a child, then as an old person. This mirror shows you how your mind perceives time. Dr. Evans said it also reveals hidden memories. As I stared at the mirror, I saw a memory I had forgotten, a happy moment from my childhood. Tears filled my eyes. How had I forgotten something so important? Chapter 5: The Decision Game. The next test was about decision-making. I was placed in a room with 2 doors. Dr. Evans told me to choose one. Behind one door is a reward, she said. Behind the other is a challenge. Choose wisely, I hesitated. Which door should I pick? I finally chose the door on the left. It led to a room filled with puzzles. This test shows how your mind makes decisions under pressure. Dr. Evans explained sometimes the challenge is the real reward. I felt a mix of frustration and excitement. As I started solving the puzzles, what would the next test reveal about my mind? Chapter 6: The Power of Suggestion. In the next room, Dr. Evans showed me a series of images and asked me to describe them. But as I spoke, I noticed something strange. My descriptions were influenced by subtle hints she gave me. "This test demonstrates the power of suggestion," she said. "Your mind can be influenced without you even realizing it." I felt a little uneasy. How much of what I thought was truly my own? Chapter 7: The Dream Machine. The next test was about dreams. I was asked to lie down on a comfortable bed and close my eyes. Dr. Evans placed a device on my head. "This machine will help us explore your subconscious mind," she said. As I drifted off, I had vivid dreams. I saw places I had never been in, people I had never met. But one dream stood out, the dream about a hidden room in the institute. When I woke up, I told Dr. Evans about the dream. She looked surprised. "Interesting," she said. "Let's see if we can find that room." Chapter 8: The Hidden Room. We searched the institute and finally found the hidden room from my dream. Inside, there were old files and documents. One file caught my eye. It had my name on it. I opened the file and found notes about my behavior, thoughts and emotions. Dr. Evans had been studying me long before I arrived at the institute. "What is this?" I asked, feeling a mix of anger and confusion. "This is the real experiment," she said. "We wanted to see how you would react when you discovered the truth." Chapter 9: The Final Test. The final test was about trust. Dr. Evans asked me to decide whether to continue the experiment or leave. "This test is about your ability to trust and forgive," she said. "What will you choose?" I thought about everything I had learned. Despite the deception, I had discovered so much about myself. I decided to stay. Chapter 10. A New Understanding. By the end of the experiment, I had a new understanding of my mind. I learned how memory works, how fear affects us, and how our decisions are influenced by subtle factors. As I left the institute, I felt a sense of peace. I knew myself better than ever before. What do you think about this story? Would you participate in a psychology experiment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Learn English with Aoi for more exciting stories. See you in the next chapter.